All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS rule as well. Peace and salutations to the elect. Um, and that's the elect is the Lord's chosen. You know, the special people. It's according to Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, the Lord being Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord thy power has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth," right? So when I give that shalom and peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, that consists of you Israelites, and beginning with the elect on this side, right? Because you're a special people unto the Lord, right? And we are a body. Us the elect members, the hopeful elect, the hopeful elect, because we're doing the works that are written. We're trying to, to the best of our ability, do what's called of us to do at whatever position and level we do that at. NLT, it says, "For you are a holy people who belong to the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shah, your power of all the people on earth. The Lord, your power, has chosen you to be his own special treasure," right? So we are that special treasure, the Lord's elect. Pursuant to Ezekiel 37, we have come back to the knowledge, we have come back to Yahweh Bashmiel Shah, waking up. We got this information now of who we actually are, right? We have our heritage. The scriptures say that we would have discontinued from who we were, and that's why we grew up and we just went with the get along, right? We went with the we just did what we had to do, basically. We continued in life. We didn't know who we were, call ourselves black Africans, going to these Christian churches, and just engulfing ourselves in Babylon the Great, basically, taking on their customs and doing what they're doing. But now we're coming back to who we are, right? We're trying our best to, eat right to our customs, treat each other right, break away from these generational curses which are upon us, but ultimately to be Yahweh Bashmi al Shah that ultimately, fully redeems us from these curses. But we try to the best of our ability to remain within the law. So yes, we are those holy people, right? So peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. My name is Anah. The title of this video is called Rotisserie Chicken. And that's because Kamala Harris is funny as hell, right? This female, every interview, well, I can't say interview, but for the most part, every interview I've seen with her, she's always laughing at the things that's coming out of her mouth, because that's how crazy it sounds even to her. It's funny as hell, and it's called rotisserie chicken because that's exactly what they're doing to these people. They're cooking them, right? Slowly and surely, they're cooking them to a point, to the boiling point, to the heating point where ultimately they should break. So let me get, I believe it's Job. Since I said that about the people, I want to say it's Job 14 or Job 20. Let's try Job 14. Nope, it's not Job 14. Let me see. Let's try Job 20. It might not even be Job 20. If not, I'll get it. I'll find it. All right. It's in Job. Probably Job 4. Let me see. Job 20 and 22. All right. This is Job 20 and 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency." Who is that? That's Esau Edom, right? And in the fullness of his sufficiency, that's basically him, completing everything that he's trying to complete. Let's see what this says in the understanding of the word here.
Strong's H 5607, first reading, Saphek. Saphek. Second reading, Saphak. Saphak.
So it's saying hand clapping, mockery, scorn. So basically him blaspheming against Yahweh Bashmi Shai and the evil, wicked works that he's doing, you know, and his plans also, meaning dubious. Right, so basically in all what he's doing, which is complete, blasphemy, towards Yahweh Bashmial Shai and wickedness, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Let's see what the word straits is. To bind, to bind. Let me get it right here.
Strong's H3334. Yatser. Yatser.
Right, and sometimes this whoever's speaking here goes off and how he pronounced these things. You know, there's brothers, which I can't remember the YouTube right now, but there's brothers that goes into the, Hebrew. If that's something you want to, go into and look at, you can seek these brothers out, or just watch the videos, and you'll come across these different individuals that actually, go into these words sometimes and break them down, you know, the correct way, right, according to our true language, right, the Lashawan Kodash, the ancient Hebrew, right. So anyway, it says to bind, be distress, be in distress, be cramped, be narrow, be scant, be in straits, make narrow, cause distress. Right, this man to suffer this man is definitely suffering, distress, because there's so much happening here in Babylon the Great and around the world, regarding him trying to implement his new world order. But shit just keep messing up for this man. Job 20 and 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Now let's get that hand of the wicked here, because this is these everyday people, right? You can even think about the strike that's going on right now. That man said, the leader of the strike said, we gonna make you suffer if you don't give us what we want.
Strong's H6001. A male. A male.
It says labor, suffer, wretched one, labor, workman, suffer, toiling, right? So individuals that's working, but we, the whole for the leg, we not gonna get up, we not gonna get caught up in this, right? These are for the 2/3 and these everyday Americans, to deal with, because we understand what's happening, right? This place is going down, and that's good for us. Uh, that's good for us because this is exactly what the scriptures say, right? The scriptures tell us this place is gonna go down, so our kingdom can be brought, right? In the return of Yahweh Shai. You got what Revelation is 21, Revelation 7. Every eye shall see him. He cometh, behold, he cometh with clouds. That's Revelation 7, and then Revelation 21, new Jerusalem coming down, which is us after we get beamed up we come back down and all that. But hey, that's what we waiting on. We're storing up treasures in heaven. Now anyway, 2 Corinthians 10 and 1, and this is a must say, because the accuser of the brethren is out here daily trying to accuse us of something, and he can't find anything. Call her law Yahweh Bashmi Shai, right? So he's gonna come with those draconian measures. Sorry if that was kind of loud in your ear. It says 2 Corinthians 10 and 1. Now I, Paul, beseech, I'm sorry. Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Yahweh Shai, who in presence am base among you, but being absent am bold toward you. It says, but I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as we walked according to the flesh. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, right? So we're not going to pick up arms. We're not marching, right? Everything is planned out according to the plans of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, right? Just I went to Job 14. It says the Most High has set his bounds, right? And he's gonna do what the Most High wants him to do. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, right? So Esau Edom is gonna do everything he's gonna do through the hand of Yahweh Bashmi Shai, right? So we watching, with some, Anyway, 2 Corinthians 10 and 3 says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Let's see what carnal is.
Strong's G 4559. Sarkikas. Sarkikas.
So it says fleshly, carnal, governed by mere human nature, not by the spirit, right? So, we're waiting on those spiritual powers, right? We're not going to pick up guns and go to the streets and march and assimilate and say we want order and peace and a change and all of that stuff, right? We're just watching and waiting on Yahweh Shah to come back. I think it's Zephaniah 3:8, 3:9. Zephaniah 3:8, it says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashmiel Shah, until the day that I rise up to the prey." The prey is these heathen. It says, "For my determination is to gather the nations, the heathen, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation." Going back to 2nd Esdras 13. It says, "Even all my fierce anger." See, Yahweh Bashmiel Shah is angry at these heathen because how they have oppressed his people, right? Us. Going back to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, we are, holy and special. And Yahweh Yahweh Bashmiel Shah's treasure. And Esau Edom, has taken his treasure, right, and did all type of shit to us, right, and continue to do that. It says, "For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." Bro, the Most High is coming here and he's about to throw down. Babylon the Great about to be completely destroyed, and he would have. He's gonna destroy a whole bunch of stuff, right? Purely for his name, first and foremost, right? It says, "For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent." Right? So basically, we're waiting on this. Now, 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, it says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the power to the pulling down of strongholds." See, that's all we need. All we need is these words that was given to us, right? That we now understand through the Holy Spirit. And we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, which is feeding the sheep, reading these words, right? Until they come through, which they're trying to do slowly but surely. Rotisserie chicken is ban freedom of speech, probably delete the internet. Who knows? 2 Corinthians 10 and 5, it says, "Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself above against the knowledge of Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai." It says, "In having any readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled." Right. So now that we have this information, going back to Ezekiel, eat the whole roll, and we're going out and we're letting it be known, right? What's to be done, right? To receive, glory, which is, turn back to Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, keep the commandments to the best of your ability, knowing that it's not through the commandments, the law, statutes, and commandments that's going to save you, but through Yahweh Shai. But we rehearse the righteous acts, right? Bringing you 100% truth of the scriptures, right? That's it. Now, Kamala Harris is funny. It says Kamala Harris vows to prioritize disaster aid by race and gender, not necessity. Yo, when I seen this, I just was like, no way, no way, because it's blatant. Let me make sure this ain't dying. It's blatant what they're doing, and they're obviously trying to stir up the people. Rotisserie chicken, right? They're stirring you to that heating point, and thinking about it, you have people going after Donald Trump. And for the most part, if this was a kingdom that was to be established, continue forever, and it was in righteousness, and and you would want somebody to rule, you probably would want Donald Trump, because the things that he seems to say is like, you know, getting the dollar back by gold, and basically changing things to how it should be, But nonetheless, this kingdom will be destroyed, right? And so disaster aid should be based on race and gender, according to Democratic presidential candidate Kamala Harris, who argues the amount of water that flooded your home and the amount of damage you have suffered is immaterial. So, this election is going to be very interesting to see because, I don't know. During a Harris presidency, white males might struggle to find much disaster relief if a hurricane demolishes your house. Now, how you think these red-blooded, blue-collar, you know, individuals are feeling about this? These Edomites, basically. That's what they're talking about. It says, on the other hand, if you're a black woman or a recent immigrant, you can expect generous federal aid regardless of how much water flooded your home. Man, they rotisserie chicken the people. They obviously want something to happen. This is leading to war, race wars. Fighting against each other, pinning people against each other. Right. This is a frightening philosophy. According to Harris, disaster aid should be based on race and gender, not how much water flooded your home. That's insane. And it's insane because these fucking devils is not for them no more. I mean, at least this is the agenda that's being pushed. All the time it was, white power, white supremacy, right? But all of a sudden, now it's like, oh, this is disaster. This is insane. It's frightening that these Edomites are losing power, right? This is a frightening philosophy. According to Harris, disaster aid should be based on race and gender, not how much water flooded your home. Uh, you know, that's insane. All right, let's see.
It is it, it is
And what I
our
want you to notice is this female is going to say what she's going to say, and she's going to laugh at it because it's funny as hell. So, that's going to make them get more upset too.
um, lowest income communities and our communities of color that are most impacted by these extreme conditions and impacted by issues that are not of their own making. And so women. Absolutely. And so we have to address this in a way that is about giving resources based on equity, understanding that we fight for equality, but we also need to fight.
Yo, when she said that shit, why did she laugh like that?
We fight for equality, but we also need to fight for equity. On equity, understanding that we fight.
Bro, right there is when she lost it. Probably rehearsed it in the office, a couple times. Imagine, bro, she's running for president. The world is watching it. It's just,
For equality, but we also need to fight for equity, understanding not everyone starts out at the same place. And if we want people to be in an equal place, sometimes we have to take into account those disparities and do that work.
she's like, oh, that worked? I can't believe it. These fuckers is clapping. Anyway, Harris made the extraordinary comments at a September 30th event organized by this person during which she interviewed Harris. Uh, yeah, so all right, so it says, excuse me, it says that's right. The Vice President of the United States stated that disaster relief should be distributed based on equity, not necessarily need, and that low-income communities and communities of color should receive aid first, evidently regardless of the urgency of their situation. So, how in the hell do you think these people are actually saying that? Just look at history. Every person that ever came up the wrong way and said something that these banking the families did not like, they got taken out the way, right? They got impeached. They got but now all of a sudden, Kamala Harris is just talking that talk on stage, and Donald Trump is, not to get in too much because it's, it is what it is, but it's interesting. It says, evidently, regardless of the urgency of their situation, says the left is in damage control mode, trying to offset criticism and online posts chastening Harris and to brand Republicans as liars and somehow make them out to be the offenders in this situation. So yeah, just the same as it has always been, bro. The left versus the right, the blue versus the red, turning the people against each other, rotisserie chicken them, up into that heating point. But it is clear that Harris said unequivocally that low income and minority areas are disproportionately affected by extreme conditions, and that we must allocate resources based on inequity. Hey, she also I think she's hiring like migrants that's coming in here. They already police officers. At least, from my knowledge, they came through as migrants, and they're already police officers with hijabs on, you know, policing these Edomites, right? In these sundown towns, policing them, and these Edomites is upset. So this is just gonna bring madness and confusion and rotisserie chicken of people heating them to that point, people getting upset. Ezekiel 7:5, it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai, and evil and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come. The end is come, it watches for thee, behold, it is come." Because in all the years of us being here on planet Earth, when the hell did these Edomites allow these type of things to go on, to take place? The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sound again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways. Oh, also, they gave me a warning for a video I did, and they took it away. I just noticed that, but basically they upset about the juice jab and people suing them for that. These athletes, so they upset about that. Just throwing it out there. If anybody want to go, just keep it in mind, right? That goes back to their laws, their council, their policy. I mean, right? See, they don't want the information out there because of their policy. It can mess them up because they're governed by these laws, to be like righteous people. Like, well, yeah, we have these laws. If you do this, this happens. If you do that, that happens. So now it's fucking them up, But they're not in trouble as other men. Some of them are now, because we're ending the end of this thing, right? But basically, everybody in trouble now, you know. But not these banking elites though. But anybody below them is getting it left and right. Ezekiel 7:8. It says, "Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations." Excuse me. And ultimately, this is going to Babylon the Great. Habakkuk 2:1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh, Basmiel Shai, answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Right? And everything is lined up. Everything is here, happening. So these are all good things, and we're continuing to watch. And that vision is of destruction, right, to this kingdom. And it lines up. What Esau Edom doing right now lines up with prophecy, right? He's trying to destroy Babylon the Great to bring in his new world order, and Yahweh Bashmi Shah is destroying this place just to bring in the actual new world, New Jerusalem, right? Going back again to Revelations 20 and 21, or 20. Let me get that. Revelations 21. Let me make sure this says the new heaven and earth. Revelations 21 and 1. "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband." Right? So this is ultimately us, the Israelites, coming back with those new bodies, right? New Jerusalem. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." All right. So we're at an end. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," and this right here is going to bring in a serious uproar to people soon. And I mean, they already upset. People are taking to online, posting videos and talking shit, saying that the migrants are becoming cops. They're policing our areas, right? With the pride of Esau Edom, niggas might start just getting a whole bunch of tickets, running red lights, not stopping at stop signs, speeding, try to prove a point or something. I don't know. It says, Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times are also even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And it was supposed to be some type of moon eclipse type event tonight, actually. You know, October 2nd, at around this time. So that's the sign right there. And also the people and like what's going on in the world, all the chaos and all that. All these are effects and signs of the end. This is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And that means it's close, right? It's almost here. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And this is obviously what they want, because like, look at this. Look what she said, and she's laughing about it. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So ultimately, everybody gonna get it, right? From all of this, who knows, Mike? Who knows who gonna get it? But these, let me tell you something. With what you're saying right now, these Edomites don't like her. Some of them do, for whatever reason, but majority of them don't like her, because they taking what they thought they had, right? Which is them having their power, or them just being, I don't know, the people or something, here in Babylon the Great. So anyway, with that, this is what's coming. Rotisserie chicken. The people are just each day just getting turned and slowly heat. Turned slowly heat, and eventually it's gonna all blow up. Go to Jeremiah 30 and 6, Daniel 12 and 1. The day of Jacob's trouble. Which everyone's gonna feel it. Because there's gonna be a lot going on. Sedition among men, swords in their hands. Not sparing. So with that, I'll say shalom to the Lord's elect, right? Which is his special people, his chosen people. You know, shalom.